Hello and welcome back to the bus. Today is May 12th. The high is supposed to get to a beautiful 23 degrees today. That is 74 degrees Fahrenheit. So I've been a busy beaver for the past couple of days. Over here, I cut out this piece of metal so I can get to these exterior plugs I want to have. This is going to be a 30 amp 220, just in case I ever need something outside that's that powerful. And this is going to be a regular 120 15 amp. And I'm also building, I also have some sheet metal cut to go over top of this as a new door. I'll show you that shortly. Over here, we had that propane door that I cut last year, or whenever. And it used to open up like this. I didn't like that because whenever I had to go get the tank filled, I'd have to have the door, like I'd have to hold open the door while the guy filled the tank. So now I'm going to have the door open this way. Let's take a little walk around the bus. Whoa, that is bright. That is stunningly bright. There we go, that's a little better. Okay, so over here somewhere, I'm supposed to be cutting up in another door, but I don't know where it's going to be just yet because I haven't mounted my gray water tank for my shower. There's a small little door going over here for my black water tank. That's the valve for it there. And this is my electrical input and some more output. So this is where my 50 amp 220. My 50 amp is going so I can have power to the bus like shore power. This is another 30 amp 220 exterior and another 15 amp 110 exterior plug, just in case I ever need them. So what I have done, I took some nice sheet metal and it's amazingly bright again. Oh my goodness. Come on. Sorry, you got a little distracted there. God, why isn't this? Okay, so yeah, it's hard to see them. I have 3 cut up right here. And I'll show you what I did to get that. Galvanized steel usually looks this crappy. All sorts of pits. It's got this scratch here. Got all sorts of blemishes along it. So what I did, and I'll show you that now. Now let's get you up on the tripod. Ooh, you're a little too high. Adjust you a tad. There you go. Zoom you in. So here, on my palm sander, I have some 100 grit sandpaper. Ooh, got a couple of burrs here I didn't take off. I already have the holes drilled for the piano hinge that's going to be for these doors. Oh, come on. There you go. Nope, not quite. There we go. So, 100 grit sandpaper, and we're just going to sand this down big time. Both sides, because I don't know which side I'm going to be using on as the exterior. Okay, so that's the 60 grit sandpaper done. Not 60, sorry, 100. Now I'm going all the way up to 400 grit. If I could tell how to put this thing on. There you go. Now a lot of people have said, not said, but I've read online that a lot of people had troubles painting galvanized steel. And I did a lot of research. There are a few things you can do in order to paint galvanized steel properly. One of them is to sand the crap out of it like I'm doing now. Get rid of all the discoloration, get rid of all the burrs and everything, and make it one uniform shiny steel. Then after that, you wash it with soapy water and rinse it, and then you can use vinegar on top of that, and then you can paint it. But I'm not going to be using the vinegar. I have something else I'm going to be using instead. I'll show you. So let me just sand this down and wash and rinse the metal. Then we'll call it there, and I'll show you what I'm doing after. Okay, so now I'm just going to quickly wash it. I have the tub over here with a little bit of soapy water. All I'm using is just regular dish detergent with, well, water. And then that bucket has just water in it so I can rinse it off. Give it a nice good scrub. Get all the chemicals off of it that you can. And let's see how well you can see this. That's all too bright. Just a sec. I'll put this down and I'll grab you again. Use my body as a shade so you can see what I'm pointing at here. So now the metal is one solid glimmering piece of steel, except for this piece right here. That's from my grinder. How bright am I? Yeah, I'm not too bad. Okay, so we want to leave this sit in the sun and dry naturally for about another 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, until it's nice and dry. Then I'll show you what I'm doing next. See you soon. Okay, so we're back here. Been a few hours, dried nicely. Now I'm taking a dry cloth. I'm just giving this another last little wipe down because it did sit for a couple of hours. So it could have collected a little bit more dust, which it did. And the reason you see the black electrical tape is I need a little barrier to where there's not a barrier, sorry, a perimeter to where there is no paint, because, let me grab one. Here we go. This is the latch I'll be using. So I'm going to be using JB metal weld and putting a little bead of the JB metal weld where the electrical tape is, and this way I can squish it metal to metal to here. The electrical tape will be coming off. Oh, don't want to put that there. I could have used painter's tape, but I didn't want to go hunting for it. I didn't know exactly where it was. So this electrical tape will work. Now, like I said before, one method you could do is using vinegar to wipe that down, then let it dry again for another couple of hours. Or you can use this. Can you see that? Yes, you can. It is specially made. Where is that? Provides adhesion when top coating galvanized metal and zinc coated steel. This is a primer designed for galvanized steel. I picked this up at Home Depot. So I'm going to put on 2-3 coats of this on both sides. First coat always goes on very lightly. Now let that sit for about 15-20 minutes and give it another coat, do the same thing, another coat, then I'll flip it around and do the other side. Then when this primer has set, you want to let it sit for 24 hours, then you can put your top coat on top of that, like the whatever your finishing coat is. Something you will not be seeing, what language is that? Something you will not be seeing, because if I was to do that, you'd see the color of the bus. And you're going to see that in the next episode, hopefully. So I'm going to get this done and probably call it quits. That's going to be a quick little episode for you guys. Oh, here we go. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. Actually, no. I take that back. I'll actually show you what this white looks like when it's completely done. I'll put a couple more coats on, then we'll bring you back real quick. See you soon. Okay, so a few hours has passed, and this is what it looks like. Is that going to be too bright for you guys? Oh, that is massively bright. Holy crap. Okay, this isn't working. And let me change the setting here real quick. Okay, how does that look? A little better? I'm looking through a 2-inch LCD monitor, so I can't really tell. This one has a little bit of... I thought it was this one. I thought there was a little ripple right up here. Can't see it anymore. So yeah, this is done. So I'm just going to sand this down, and then I apply the finish color. Whoopsie. Where are you? There you are. So yeah, that's it for this episode. The next one, I should be painting the bus. That monstrosity. So until then, have a good one.